So you all, my viewers and subscribers, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on where you are. I'm back again. My name Amandian is speaking from the platform of Okute Daily Talk, bringing to us this early Tuesday morning broadcast. CSU, Chicago State University, Bola Ahmed Adekunle Tinubu's saga, according to the news we have here. Why IPOB, Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, remains right. They are right about Nigeria being a failed state. Because if Nigeria is not a failed state, I don't think we should be talking about somebody who fought everything. Somebody who come out and said that he attended a government college, graduated in 1970, whereby the government college being established in 1974. See yet he hired all the liars from the pit of hell in this life, in this world, in this Nigeria to defend him, both online and offline. That is because Nigeria is a failed nation, and Mazen Nnamdi Kanu have been clamoring on this for a very long time, crying day and night that look at the doom that is about to face this country. Nobody cares to listen. Is Mazen Nnamdi Kanu not a hero? Tell me what else that you want to hear from that young man that have not happened. Tell me what all his prophecies in the radio biafran that they keep on clamoring years back since 2012, all have come to manifestations. So anyway, when Mazen Nnamdi Kanu dey, I beg you, look, this country called Nigeria, this contraption or mistake of a country, or this banana republic, supposed to be buying gift for that young man, praising him and worshiping him like a king that he is in that DSS dungeon, because almost everything have said concerning this contraption called Nigeria have all happened. Nigeria is a failed nation, and that is where we Biafrans stand. And there's nothing again you can do to tell me that this country will be, there's no mekwatansi, according to my English people. Labour Party fires back at Lamida Papa's faction for accusing P2B of using late brother certificate. All these script writers from APC. Okay, P2B is using his brother's credentials. Fine and good. I beg. This one, so-called Mrs. Adekunle, how many family members do you have? Have you ever even seen an extended family that will come out and tell you that this one belongs to us? Rather, nobody. Anyway, my wonderful people, I beg you, remember that campaign is still going on, the slogan. And remember, hashtag Free Mazen Nnamdi Kanu now. And hashtag Biafra to the moon, Biafra to the world, and all hail Biafra, and in Biafra we stand. Please continue writing, continue commenting, continue anywhere where you find any content, whether Biafran news media or not Biafran news media, write it there. Nobody will stop you. Let them know that we are going home, and there's no any power on earth that will stop us. Anyway, my wonderful people, please let us read it between the lines. Remember, you need to share, like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. The embattled president of the Fulani control government of Nigeria, Bola Ahmed Adekunle Tinubu Misisi, came under severe public criticism following the release of his original Chicago State University transcript or certificate and identity by the American varsity, according to the direction of an American court on a suit filed by the presidential candidate of People's Democratic Party (PDP) in the recently concluded 2023 Nigerian general selection or shenanigans. This disgraceful development received widespread contempt from various African and Western mainstream media and social media activists, exposing the true identity and certificate controversies, beveling the so-called Nigerian president. As a result, the country has come under severe mockery and disdain among state actors and independent global media spectators around the world, mostly in the west part of the country. Quite unfortunately, Nigeria for decades have enjoyed a false overrated status of the giant of Africa, a position granted to it under the pretext of being the largest economy in the black continent. However, in actual sense, it falls exceedingly short of the characteristics and attributes of the title it bears and flaunts. Tinubu's international scrutiny underscores the utopian and yet deplorable system obtainable in Nigeria, ridden with all forms of state-induced crimes ranging from extraordinary rendition, executive rascality, neglect to rule of law, corruption, defiance to court orders, and of recent, the certificate forgery fiasco, according to IPOB. This international display of shameless and absurdities by the Fulani control government of Nigeria collaborates the campaign of the indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB movement, self-institutional reports and sensitizations, educating the global community on the reprehensible occurrence obtained in Nigeria. Among the consequences predicted by this ugly development is the further ingression of the country's already battered image, giving room for derogatory profiling against Nigerians living outside the country as being fraudsters, criminals, and certificate forgers who must be monitored and watched closely in every establishment they are working. That is the problem we are going to face, or we are facing at the moment. It is very, very imperative to highlight that the ongoing certificate scandal of the Mr. Tinubu is a microcosm to the level of social political decadence within the Nigerian state. The IPOB movement, led by Nnamdi Kanu, over a decade have been drawing attention to these abnormalities in the Nigerian system and suggesting the solution to these problems thereof in the form of a popular referendum, given the lack of incompatibility and cohesion obtained in the various nations amalgamated by the colonial Britain in 1914 into the First Union to serve their economic interests. Interestingly, this proposition of IPOB, which is that the people be allowed to define and decide their political will, further and enact a constitution themselves by which they will be governed, has been validated over time as the only possible means to salvage the Nigerian statehood. But successive Nigerian governments have continued the witch hunt of members of the movement, abducting and killing thousands of her civil members, perpetuating the illegal incarceration of the IPOB leader, Nnamdi Kanu, even after the Nigerian Appellate Court had discharged and acquitted him on the 13th October of 2022, citing the illegality of his rendition from Kenya a year ago. To redeem whatever is left of the Nigerian state's image and reputation, not only on a global scale but locally in the minds of the people residing within, justice must prevail in accordance with the rule of law. This means that prisoners of conscience must be set free as stipulated by the so-called Nigerian law, and also a referendum conducted for the various heterogeneous component nations to exercise their rights and decide their future. Anything short of this will only end in futility and even anarchy. For peace to be attained, justice has to prevail. Hence, to obtain the lasting peace, the will of the people have to be practically taken to cognizance and addressed in pragmatic terms. A stitch in time could actually save Nigeria and her statehood. Please release Nnamdi Kanu, release the IPOB leader Nnamdi Kanu and the political prisoners littered in several cells of Nigerian security apparatus, and declare a date for an internationally observed and ratified referendum. This message is written by Kelechi Chukwueze Augustine, edited by Enenyanwite Obanyoku Ikechukwu for the Family Writers Press International, and this message is being broadcasted to you all by me, Amandianeze, reporting live from the platform of Okute Daily Talk, where we always speak to you the undiluted truth about things you need to know. Well, in another development, Labour Party don't reply our small native doctor, Webi Lamidi Apapa. According to them, they say Labour Party has described as dubious the allegations by his estranged publicity secretary Abayomi Arapambi about P2B, the party's presidential candidate during the 2023 general elections. Arabambi belongs to the Lamida Papa-led faction of the party. According to the party, Arabambi had claimed that Obi was impersonating his dead elder brother and was also after his life. Wahala no dey finish. However, In a statement issued on Monday by the chief spokesperson for the Obi Dati Media, Yanusa Tanko, the Labour Party described the allegation as a slapstick comedy from hell. Tanko claimed that Arabambi was at the forefront of malicious hatchet jobbers recruited as political hirings and buccaneers indulging in manual work of character assassination to soil the name of his presidential candidate. The spokesman said Arabambi had dubiously continued to identify himself as a member and the publicity secretary of Labour Party when he knew he was not a member of the party. While dismissing the allegations against Peter Obi, Tanko stated that Obi's most senior brother is still alive, noting that one of his senior brothers who died was at the University of Nigeria in Nsukka, UNN, years ahead of him, and they read computer science while Obi read philosophy. On Arabambi's claim that Obi was after his life, Tanko described the claim as laughable, insisting that Obi's harmless disposition to politics and non-violent posture, even in extreme provocations, were apparent enough to make the dismissal of such a wide and unsubstantiated accusations baseless. He therefore urged the public and particularly the media to treat Apapa and Arabambi as impersonators who go about using the name of the party to say negative things about Peter Obi. Part of the statement read, some political hirings, buccaneers indulging in manual works of character assassination have lately been let loose dubiously, ostensibly to soil the name of our presidential candidate, Peter Gregory Obi Onwase. At the forefront of these malicious hatchet jobbers is Abayomi Arabambi, who dubiously continues even as to identify himself as a member and publicity secretary of Labour Party when he knows he is not a member of the party. He had been discharged long ago. After a series of judgments from the Supreme Court of Nigeria concerning the Labour Party, everything about factionalization and crisis in the party was laid to rest. But to our greatest shock in the party, many media houses continue to link expelled non-members of the party as members, trying unsuccessfully and needlessly to create a wrong impression about Labour Party. Chief Lamid Apapa and Arabambi have been going about merchandising with the name of the party and endlessly castigating our flag bearer, who we are proud to say is the most popular and loved Nigerian politician today. In one of his pieces of fictions, they claim that Obi was impersonating his dead most senior brother, a false slapstick comedy from hell. Obi's most senior brother is alive. One of his brothers who died was at the University of Nigeria in Nsukka, UNN, years ahead of Obi, and read computer science while Obi read philosophy. Arabambi also claimed as his shadow chases him that Obi is after his life. This is a laughable allegation because Obi's harmless disposition to politics and his non-violent posture, even in extreme provocations like the blatant stealing of his mandate in cohort with INEC, is apparent to make the dismissal of such wide and unsubstantiated accusations baseless, according to Yanusa Tanko. As Obi keeps charging people to go ahead and verify his past, Peter Obi, 45 years ago, was impromptu unveiled last weekend by not less than a person than the Pope's ambassador, Papua Nuncio, to the Czech Republic. A Nigerian Archdiocese Jude Tedus Okolo, speaking off the cuff, the Reverend clergy testified to how the presidential candidate of the Labour Party, Mr. Peter Obi, had remained consistent in caring for society for many decades now, stating that it is in Peter Obi's nature to help and care for those around him. This is the man. They are struggling to dent his image, but they have not found anything damaging against him, but rather have resorted to cooking up lies and fabrications. The National Publicity Secretary of the Labour Party is by my side here. You all know him is Obiora Ifo, our acting publicity secretary. I am therefore by this press conference in our national party headquarters urging the public and particularly the media houses to treat these persons as Labour Party impersonators, which they are. And this is the message we brought to you this early Tuesday morning from the platform of Okute Daily Talk. I am the Amandia Neze reporting live from here. So, my wonderful Biafran brothers and sisters, people who lost what I'm doing, beginning of the video, I made it clear, and at the end of the video, I also made it clear. Please, the campaign is still going on. Oh. Continue writing, commenting, typing hashtag Freemason Nnamdi Kanu now, hashtag Biafra to the moon, hashtag all hail Biafra, and hashtag on Biafra mandate we all shall stand. And that's nothing more, nothing less. Do not be tired of typing. The international community are watching and they are ready to do something anytime soon. So be of good courage and do not do what? Do not be tired of doing what you are doing. Anyway, my wonderful people now hear me, I go take leave on. Please, as you watch this message, make sure you share it, like it, comment on it, and keep on subscribing to my channel for more videos coming your way. This is all I have to tell my people this morning. Have a nice day. I am signing out. Bye for now. Kemesiano.